get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Reyes. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it go. Finds his man open. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this in running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like we had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Thanks to grab. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Chappelle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell Defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Using his legs, it's Zimmerman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Zimmerman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play call.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
42 Spider. 4-2
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Ball's in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Rushes on him. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Firing to the end zone. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Man, I love when defenses have a plan and they know what they're going to get. They see the jet sweep. They're not caught off guard. Nice job setting the edge, rallying, running to the football, and getting the guy on the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll pull it down and run. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, When I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Now on first down from the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Reyes. This time on target. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Makes the grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility of the running back squad, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a third down from the 43. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw. It's Reyes. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And none of that sounds stupid. Of course, it's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
He fires one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Reyes. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chappelle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Looking for the two-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
They say pressure rust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He wants to throw it. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Takes a shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Reyes. Finds his man down the middle. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
The most important thing is they were able to get the first down. I don't care how you get it, how many yards you get it by. So you're staying on the field, but you know the sense of urgency now has gone up even a little.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.